stayed here last night, and today is officially day one of hiking the Appalachian Trail. My plan is to go to Gooch Mountain Shelter today, which is about, from here, like 7.9 miles or 8 miles or something like that, so it's not too far. So it's going to be a good day. It's supposed to be really sunny. I got up probably around 6:30 because I wanted to beat the sun. I'm pretty sunburnt right now. You probably can't tell through the camera, but I am. So I want to try to reduce my exposure as much as possible. So this is pretty much where I stayed. I should have showed it to you guys when I actually had my tent there, but there was one other person that stayed like at this spot, and there's a bunch of tent sites farther down, but I just kind of wanted to be somewhere where it was a little bit more quiet. Alright guys, I will be back on later on the trail. The terrain's actually been really good today, holding up good. So one of the things that I've noticed so far is I'm already starting to smell, which you would think would be a bad thing, but like with hikers it's almost like a sense of pride, which I know sounds silly, but I'm starting to feel like there's like a life cycle in like the section hiker and through hiker smell, because you first start off like all clean, you smell really good, you're like, oh, I smell like, you know, my laundry detergent, my shampoo, and all that. And then after the first day, especially when it's like 30 degrees, you start to smell because you're sweating the entire day. And a lot of people out here do not wear deodorant. I'm not bringing any, and I know that some of you guys probably think it's gross, but it's weight that you don't want to carry, and plus it doesn't do anything. If you're hiking for like 10-12 hours a day, or whatever it is, 8 hours, deodorant doesn't do too much, especially when it's extremely hot. So yeah, and everyone stinks out here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, get back to my point. You smell really good. Then after the first day you start to smell, but you notice your own smell and you're like, ugh, I kind of stink, like I smell like sweat. And then I feel like there's a point where you just accept it and then continuously smell bad, so you don't even realize it anymore. And that's when you start to, like when day hikers go by and you smell them, they're like, oh, they smell so fresh and like shampoo. And then you go shower again, and then the whole cycle starts over. So that's what I've learned so far on the trail. And yeah, it's been going good. But it's nice and cool right now with a little bit of a breeze, and I'm in the shade. So it's a nice change from yesterday. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. So I think this is Three Forks, about 4.1 miles from Springer Mountain Shelter. It's about, or maybe it's Springer Mountain, but either or. About 4.1 miles, and it's about 10:30. It's funny how the little things are what you appreciate when all that you're doing is hiking. It's really nice. Alright guys, this is Long Creek Falls. It's about 180 steps off the trail. It's definitely worth going off the trail to see. They have a pretty good spot to like sit down. I haven't crossed one person on the trail yet, and I've been hiking probably about 5.5 miles. I saw one person at Stover Creek, but it's been pretty quiet today. It's kind of nice. I don't mind seeing people at the shelters, but when I'm hiking, I kind of like the quiet. Hey guys, so it's day 2 on the trail. It's March 5th, and I am just leaving Gooch Mountain Shelter. So I camped out there last night. So I didn't film anything last night because I kind of met up with some people and just was chatting with them and everything, and next thing I knew it was dark out, so I wouldn't have been able to get a good video. But a little bit of an update from yesterday. So I think I might have contracted a stomach bug, which kind of sucks. I kind of feel like just uneasy and a little nauseous. But I mean, my spirits are high, so like I'm not letting it get in my way. I just need to keep myself hydrated and stay away from other hikers just to make sure I don't give it to anybody else. But I've tried to like prevent getting anything like this. But sometimes I guess it doesn't matter how much you do it, you just never know what's gonna happen. But besides that, I'm feeling pretty good. And I fixed up my blisters this morning. I put some moleskin right on the sock. I don't know if that's what people do, but it seemed to really help. And now I don't even feel them. So last night I learned a lesson. Don't camp too close to the shelter. I was probably like, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet away. But never camp that close, because last night I had mice in between my tent and fly. And they were like eating, they must have found like acorns or nuts somewhere. And they were eating it in between the fly of my tent, and the nuts were falling on my face. Like, I did not get a good sleep last night because of that, because I kept trying to swat the mice off my tent. So that was a bit of a reality check. I've never had that situation happen before, but it's kind of funny. But now I know going forward. So today's goal is to get to Gooch Mountain Shelter, which is about 7.6 miles from Hawk Mountain Shelter. And today's going to be a little bit of a strenuous day compared to yesterday. So even though it's less miles, there's two big mountains. So I have to climb up first SASSAFRAS Mountain, which I heard is a butt kicker. And then there's also Justice Mountain right after that. And then I think there's a little bit of a climb up to Gooch Mountain Shelter, so not too bad after that, I don't think. But it'll be a good day. I'm starting off, it's probably around 8 o'clock. I wanted to start off a little earlier, but because I didn't get a good sleep, I thought I would sleep in a little bit. But I think going forward, I'm going to try to get up at like 5:30, 5 o'clock. I'm a huge fan of hiking early when no one's on the trail. And I've realized that you start to not get bothered by the little things you hear out in the woods. So I'm really nervous about finding a rattlesnake or a copperhead. More rattlesnake because I hear that they lay on the trail in like the sunny spots. But yesterday I went to go see, what was it called? Long Creek Falls. And it was fine, I didn't see anything. And then I met up with another hiker later on that night at the shelter. And they had told me that there was a rattlesnake on the trail and they were trying to get back out of the falls trail. And I was like, holy crap, that could have been me like seeing that. So it definitely made me more attentive again to make sure I'm looking at the trail, that I don't step on any of them. But anyways, I'm going to hit it for now just so I can look at where I'm walking. And I'll catch you guys later down the trail. Alright guys, I am climbing up SASSAFRAS Mountain. It's a bit of a climb, but it's not as bad as I expected. There's a nice rock face. And it keeps going up. Alright, I'll take a picture when I get up to the top. Alright guys, I was going to film when I got to the top of SASSAFRAS Mountain, but there was no real good place to sit, unless I'm going to get there eventually, but it seems like I'm going downhill. You probably can't see it, but it's a really nice view. Also earlier when I said it wasn't that too bad, I was lying. That was a false peak. I feel like that's going to happen a few times on this trip, but that's fine. Alright, I'll see you guys later.